One of the biggest questions that came to my attention, um, it came from NAS ARCHIE, but it also been floating around, over here at REVO, about can people with different belief systems work together and get things accomplished? And when we look at the world, I'm just going to dive right in. When we look at the world, a lot of people were killed because they didn't want to believe in the same thing somebody else believed in. Like, I'm watching a show called The Vikings right now. Like, not at this moment, but I'm in, I'm watching it like every day. So, and Christians were at war with the Vikings. The Vikings didn't like the Christians because of the God that they served. They felt like their God was better. And the Christians was looking at the Vikings like there ain't a whole bunch of gods, there's only one God. So by that having that difference, they were not able to look inside the souls of each individual and see some type of beauty in them, except one person, which was Ragnar. Right? If y'all watch Vikings, you'll know who Ragnar is. And the guy named Athelstan. Right? So Ragnar ended up befriending Athelstan and start to understand what his God was about. You know? So I'm gonna keep it right there. Y'all gotta go watch it yourself. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it like this. Over here, we don't discriminate over belief systems. We don't discriminate or mistreat people based on what religion or what God they may serve. We don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. What I do feel is if your religion or whatever you believe in creates crimes against humanity, then that may be a problem. Because I feel like if you are a part of a religion and you are serving a God, somebody is greater than you, I don't feel like your God should be destroying humanity and innocent people. That's just our belief system. That's when we'll start trying to pull away from situations. But we won't pull away from it until we actually learn about it. See, we understand that certain people are under certain religious doctrines because they have lost the ability to think for themselves. So we don't discard people because of those situations. Right? We always try to bring people back to who they are so they can be able to connect with their God-given purpose and create their own laws and their own code of ethics aligned with that God-given purpose so they can accomplish it in the future. That's what we believe in. Now, I feel like this, like, Zhang, right? She's, she's from Singapore, but she practices Hinduism. I'm using her as an example. So I don't discriminate against her Hinduism belief system or her involved in Hindi or anything like that because whatever she's connected to, does it help her achieve her God-given purpose? And does it help us when we work together achieve a goal that we are participating with each other with? Let me help you with that. Let me help you with that in case you don't understand. Say we're building a house and she has a work ethic where she's a painter, and I'm the plumber. Or just say I'm the one who hired her to be able to do the painting for the house. She's an excellent painter. She has referrals that she's good at painting, all that type of stuff. But she believes in Marxism, this person, right? I'm not talking about Zhang. I'm talking about another person. I'm going to give you an example. This person believes in Marxism, right? But she paints brilliantly every single day, right? I cannot look at that person and be like, because you believe in that and I don't understand it, that I am going to mistreat you and I'm not going to hire you for this particular job. I can't do that. What I would do is, and what I teach the Qs over here is, embrace the uniqueness and people who are different. So as an example, what I would do in that situation, if that person was um, practicing Marxism or whatever like that, I'd be like, that's your belief system. Let me learn it. Teach it to me, if you don't mind. Let me learn. You'll be surprised, dude, when you really take interest in what somebody else believes in, how they will flow with that, and how you will learn something new instead of being restricted to one type of knowledge. See, with me, I want to learn as much as I possibly can. The more I learn, the more I'm able to teach my son, the more I'm able to help other people, the more I'm able to it's just like somebody who reads a lot of books. I want to read a lot of cultures. I want to learn a lot of cultures. I don't believe the black culture is the only culture that was for me. I believe we should be free. And that's one thing we practice over here is freedom and independence in order for us to experience true life, in order to us to experience true love, man. You know what I mean? You need freedom of thought. You need freedom of action. This is our God-given right. No human on this planet should be able to compromise that or deny us of that. You should be free. All right? And not free to do unrighteous things to other people, but free to do righteous things. Free to learn, to understand, to comprehend things that we don't know. Now, like I said, plenty of people in history have died, been murdered, been raped, been hanged from trees, all type of shit, because somebody else did not understand who they are. So I would look at that person, Marxism, and I'd be like, who is your God? And by me not being judgmental, by me not ridiculing them, and not mistreating them, I feel like your God who you worship may help us. Who's to say, dude, that only one God, like if I'm a Christian, right? And somebody else is a Muslim, or this person believe that nature is their God, or you know what I'm saying, they believe whatever it is, this lamppost right here is their God, whatever it is, right? I'm not going to deny and tell you like what you believe in is fucked up. No, that's what you believe in. But can your God power you to do the job that we're working on? And if we are cool enough and being able to be established a certain type of friendship, right? Will your God, or may your God, help me? Your God may bless me with some shit. Your God may, you know what I'm saying, look upon me as being righteous to be able to help you and not mistreat you, and be able to send whatever energy towards me to be able to help the group and to help us have a better friendship and help us to build more things. You see what I'm saying? Because I look at it like the Rodman theory that we have over here. Y'all remember Dennis Rodman, right? Dennis Rodman, we was playing with Chicago with the Chicago Bulls. Everybody else, pretty much who he played for, I think probably did the exception of the Detroit Pistons, but everybody else he played for, they really was like trying to conform to a certain way of how everybody else was acting. He got to Chicago, right? And Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson and all them, Rodman was wild, right? Rodman was going to fucking Vegas, fucking plenty bitches, whatever the fuck he was doing, man. He was living his life, right? When he had freedom to live his life, when he came to work, what did Rodman do? Rodman became an NBA champion multiple times. Rodman was a beast on that rebounding court. He did what he did as a job, man. He helped his team win championships when he had freedom of himself. And that's what I believe that we should be able to do out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge you like that. I'm not gonna do it. Now, if what you believe in starts to you start to mistreat me, then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation, right? And I'm gonna try to understand like why you doing it, and then if we can't have any type of understanding that we shouldn't be mistreating each other, I'm just gonna separate myself. You continue to believe what you want to believe in. I'm not gonna talk shit. It's not a personal thing with me. Like when I talk to people, when I challenge people's belief systems online, and you see me do it a lot, you don't never hear me personally attacking them. I never be like, I want to fight you. They be like, they want to fight me because I'm challenging what they believe in. Like, how you want to fight me because I'm challenging what you believe? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, so explain it. Make it make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? You're the student or whatever like that, or you may be the teacher of this. Teach it to me. And when I'm like, hey, teach it to me, I'm the student, and students are supposed to ask questions. That's just something that my granny taught me, man. My granny taught me when you read a book and you don't understand what that word is, you do not continue that damn sentence. You go get you a dictionary and you fucking learn what that word is, right? And then when you learn it, the sentence and the paragraph and the things will be much more understanding for you. When you read, you are there to read, to learn, and to comprehend. So she used to do like these little book reports with us and everything like that. And then it's like at the end of the book, you get a book report. And it's like 10, 15 questions. And you should be able to know what you learned after you finish reading it. That's how I feel. After I get done talking to one of these spirituality dudes, I should be able to ask them questions and truly learn something. And if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to challenge you. And then if you're truly a teacher, you'll go back and look at your works and you may alter some things, you may add some things, or whatever it may be and stuff like that. But I am looking for absolute truth, man. Theories is one thing, but I'm really looking for absolute truth in a lot of different things. Like the law of gravity is absolute truth. The law of evaporation, when you take a pot and you put some water in it and you put it on a stove underneath some water and you leave it there for a certain amount of time, the water will evaporate into the atmosphere. No matter how much you talk shit about that, no matter how much you say, do the experiment. It's going to happen every motherfucking time, man. I look for stuff like that. What works? What's the results? What is the results of what you believe in? You know what I'm saying? And I have lost people that I felt was very, very important in my life because I just have a different belief system. I don't believe in and I think when people talk about being godly and things like that, or being a god or whatever it may be, I don't think you're born that way. I think you have to be able to, what they say, ascend to that level. And when you ascend to that level, you start to create your own code of ethics. Like I can't pick up a book from 300 CE and base my life on what somebody else wrote. That code of ethics and that information may not be aligned with and I don't think it is aligned with anybody God-given purpose, because you have to create your own Quran for yourself. You have to create your own Bible for yourself, right? That's what you have to do if you really, truly, authentically going to get to your God-given purpose. Yes, you have to create your own shit. And that's just a belief system that I have, and that belief system helped me, because if you're truly godly or you're truly a god, as they tell me, then you should be able to create something on this planet that's never been seen before the way God did. That's just how I feel. So that's what I'm going to leave you with this morning, people. You know, I think what we need to do is to build better communities, to build better nations, and all these different things, man. We are not supposed to be the same. Communities are not supposed to be the same in the aspect of belief systems or to think the same. If everybody in the community thought the same, what happens when somebody gets sick? So if you don't have the solution to be able to heal a person, that means the whole village, the whole community is sick and nobody has any problem solving skills because everybody thinks the same. And which is a direct bogus shit about a bogus way of thinking, because when you look at science, dude, we are born different. The evidence is there. Dude. Being the same is what you force yourself to do. You force yourself to be the same as another person because, you know what I mean? You don't have an understanding of who you are as a person. When you understand who you are as a person, you don't want to be the same as nobody. You love being different. When you look at people out in the world and just say you're going to the club or something like that, you don't want to be wearing the same clothes as somebody else. No. Being different allows you to be controlled by something that's greater than you easier. And who wants to be controlled by somebody like that? You know? So I got to get to Carrots and everything like that. She's waiting for me downstairs. So that's what I want to be able to get out there to the world. I know I was talking to NAS ARCHIE about that. that I was going to talk about it and everything. And yeah, that's how I feel about it. So everybody have a good day and be productive. And remember, change the world. Don't be changed by the world.